Alexis Bellino deserved a redemption season of RHOC over Tamra Judge. Now that the dust is settling on the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 18, all eyes are on what the long-running Bravo series does next to keep viewers entertained. As Monsters and critics previously reported, Alexis Bellino was fired after one season back. While RHOC's avid fan base has celebrated the news, Alexis' actions were nothing compared to Tamra Judge's, who is expected to remain on the show into Season 19. There's no debate about whether Alexis was a bust during Season 18. Still, she brought plenty of drama for a friend of the Housewives, as she made it her mission to discredit everything Shannon Beater had to say about John Jansen. If anything, producers failed Alexis because they had to know how this would go. They brought Alexis back to challenge the more vulnerable Shannon and allowed the returning star to show up to every party with a seemingly endless supply of ammunition to use against her, which explains why viewers immediately sided with Shannon. If RHOC Season 18 taught us anything, it is that viewers connect with underdog stories, and Alexis could have had that kind of storyline if she had gotten another chance to return to the show and try to right those wrongs. Alexis had a lot of potential to have a remarkable comeback. Alexis had connections with Tamra, Heather Dubrow, Katie Janela, and Jennifer Pedranti, so there was an opening for her to remain on the cast for another year, even as a part-time cast member. Alexis put in more work than most of the full-time housewives during Season 18, so she earned a callback, which is more than can be said for some of the other women. There were reports that Shannon threatened to walk away if she had to film with Alexis, which generally feeds into a broader problem with the Real Housewives entries. Over the years, many ladies have refused to film with each other, and producers clearly didn't want to part with Shannon because she emerged as the runaway star of Season 18 despite some unsavory things transpiring before filming kicked off. Alexis was delusional in her quest to do John's bidding. Still, we think she could have staged a comeback in Season 19 and allowed more of her personality to shine through without relating everything to Shannon and John. RHOC producers failed Alexis. There was so much left on the cutting room floor of Season 18 because we didn't get to a three-dimensional portrayal of Alexis' life nowadays. Producers wanted to perpetuate the narrative that her sole goal was to take down Shannon because it was an easy way to earn Shannon fans when, quite frankly, she didn't deserve them. Looking back on Alexis' firing, it's a shame we'll likely see a redemption season for Tamra instead. Tamra has had many chances to change her ways, but she only does so briefly before her mask slips, and she hurls ridiculous insults about her co-stars again. It's her stick at this point, and there's no way that will change while she's on the show. The recent 3-part reunion signaled that she was doing damage control to secure her spot, but she must think viewers are fools. With another chance, Alexis would be far more entertaining because she could show off her life more now that the drama between John and Shannon is over. What are your thoughts on Alexis being made the scapegoat after Season 18? For years, the Real Housewives of Orange County has been a battleground of alliances, betrayals, and reinventions. But if there's one thing RHOC fans know, it's that redemption arcs are a rarity, offered to some while denied to others. And when Tamra Judge was invited back for yet another round of stirring the pot, it begged the question, why wasn't Alexis Bellino given that same opportunity? Alexis Bellino was one of the franchise's most polarizing figures, with her over-the-top wealth, devout religious beliefs, and infamous Jesus Jugs moniker, courtesy of Tamra. Alexis embodied a specific type of Orange County housewife, the trophy wife with a penchant for Chanel and scripture, but while she had her share of missteps, she was never as downright vicious as some of her counterparts. Her departure from RHOC in 2013 was largely due to the relentless bullying she endured, with Tamra leading the charge. If any housewife deserved a redemption season, it was Alexis, not Tamra, who has spent her tenure burning bridges and then demanding to be let back in. When Tamra returned to RHOC in Season 17, fans quickly realized that nothing had changed. Her signature blend of gossip, manipulation, and innocence was still in full force. But what made her return even more frustrating was that it came at the expense of fresh perspectives and compelling storylines that could have been explored with a different returning housewife like Alexis. Unlike Tamra, Alexis *RHOC departure wasn't due to bad behavior, but because she was essentially pushed out by a toxic mean girl culture. Throughout her time on the show, Alexis had to fend off cruel comments about her intelligence, her marriage, and her faith. And while she certainly had moments of tone-deaf privilege, the infamous "I'm so busy" meltdown at a news station comes to mind. She wasn't nearly as problematic as Tamra, whose return felt like a step backward for the franchise. In the years since Alexis' departure, she's undergone significant personal growth. Her divorce from Jim Bellino, once a controversial figure himself, was a major turning point. Fans saw her break free from what many believed was a controlling marriage, and she emerged stronger and more independent. She's since navigated the dating scene, dabbled in new business ventures, and maintained friendships with several former housewives, including Heather Dubrow and Shannon Beater. A redemption season for Alexis would have been a fascinating storyline, one that showcased her evolution from the submissive, sometimes naive wife of Jim Bellino into a self-sufficient woman. Instead of bringing back Tamra, who has long overstayed her welcome, *RHOC* could have given Alexis the chance to show the world a more authentic, unfiltered version of herself. Imagine Alexis re-entering the *RHOC* social circle, no longer under Jim's thumb, no longer the naive outsider, but instead, a woman with her own voice and a fresh perspective. Additionally, Alexis' return could have injected new dynamics into the group. Her history with Shannon Beater would have made for interesting television, especially given how their respective divorces played out in the public eye, and with Heather Dubrow firmly planted as the reigning queen bee. Alexis' presence would have provided a refreshing alternative to Tamra's messy antics. Instead of another season of Tamra playing puppet master, we could have seen Alexis carve out her own space in the group, without the unnecessary drama Tamra thrives on. Perhaps the biggest argument in favor of Alexis over Tamra is the idea of growth. Reality TV thrives on evolution. Fans want to see their favorite housewives learn from past mistakes, become stronger, and navigate life's challenges in ways that feel real. Tamra's return proved that she hasn't changed at all. She's still stirring up drama just for the sake of it. Alexis, on the other hand, could have shown what personal growth looks like in *RHOC's high-stakes world. She's gone through major life changes and come out on the other side more confident, more self-aware, and more interesting than ever. There's also the issue of authenticity. Tamra has been accused of being one of the most calculated housewives, crafting storylines and playing the game with the precision of a seasoned reality TV veteran. While that might make for compelling drama in small doses, it also makes for exhausting television when it becomes clear that she's more focused on winning than being real. Alexis, for all her flaws, always came across as more genuine. Even when she was at odds with the other women, her reactions felt sincere. Whether she was hurt, defensive, or even oblivious, it never felt like she was playing a part for the cameras. That level of authenticity is something *RHOC* desperately needs.